And so, unlike there was first reading, a reference committees, second reading, consideration, third reading, look up, send the reference, then for percent and gazette for it to be calibration. This one is a fast track process. So once it's been in the House, Parliament cannot even amend it to be a bill. Parliament will have to sit 21 days, 21 times.
So what then does the subsidiary legislation committee do on these subsidiary legislation if Parliament cannot change anything so far as these things that gets presented within the 21 sitting day period? What does the committee then do?
In the seized Parliament, previously when we started activating the seven of the Constitution and making subsidiary legislation, it was quite feasible for Parliament to make changes and accept. But because of time, that step was challenged before, and that the Supreme Court had opportunity to pronounce a new direction that once a subsidiary legislation is to annul it, or let's say reject the instrument by two-thirds majority, which is a four.
That's right.
For Parliament, we are always said that even to get two-thirds of all members to be Parliament is a problem. So
absolutely.
We didn't get to take that two-thirds of the four. Something that comes from the executive to be rejected by two-thirds of local members of Parliament is quite a difficult task. So you see that really in the effect of the Constitution Review Commission, they were written a lot about this. They supported that by saying that is the full idea of describing one-third are non-members. Okay, so once it's made before Parliament cannot touch it, but can wait within the 21 days, sitting days, the Parliament can recommend that and bring a motion to amend. If that does not succeed, then it means that just immediately after the 21 sitting days, it becomes law. And so, that's your question.
Yes.
Who they want to do the work of the Subsidiary Legislation Committee.
Absolutely.
So now, when the Supreme Court gave the direction, then Parliament, the leadership of Parliament and the office of the Attorney General had a reach or reached the consensus that then what will be done is the great laying here. So before the CS come to be laid in Parliament, they will have met the committee on subsidiary legislation to consider them. And then at that meeting, stakeholders are present, and then issues that the committee may have many documents on excess use of power. Maybe some provisions are trying to maybe contravene the constitutional provision, or maybe the power that the minister is seeking to exercise is going beyond the powers given to the minister by the act. This is a legislative instrument. So the committee looks at these dimensions, these legality dimensions, and then if there are some wrong edges, they will, make recommendation to the sponsor, and then the Attorney General office to consider. Then of course the Attorney General's officers will be there to advance. So if the conclusion is that those provisions should be amended, they will be so amended, and then the committee will really verify some of the concerns to be. And so when the committee is satisfied that all those concerns have been resolved, then the instrument will be given the green light to lead. And so that is how Parliament has, within this procedure, allowed this process or shepherded this process. So the committee at the final, the 21 sitting days is still relevant, because we believe that the committee may see something again, or another member once they have believed that minister or institution. So the committee is quite a formidable one.
minority.
minority.
That's right.
Yeah, like because these instruments will be coming on the instrument on the government on the day. They will read, opposing eyes to look critically at it. That is what we have to prevent Parliament from some of these restrictions they are creating.
Excellent. Now we would go
Yes.
to the bills that have been properly brought to Parliament, the ones that are properly before Parliament, and we will interrogate a few of them. Then we will also look at some of the other things that Parliament has to deal with, papers before Parliament, questions before Parliament, some of the other outstanding issues. We would be dealing with these matters when we come from a quick break. And for the information of our viewers, we have a private legal practitioner, a lawyer, and author, Mr. Benjamin Tichi and Tiedu, as our guest on today's People's Parliament broadcast. It is streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, Parliamentary Network Africa. And of course, you can be able to follow us on Twitter at PN Africa Watch, tweeting at us with the hashtag People's Parliament. Of course, you can also tweet at me with the handle at Sami Obey. Remember that this People's Parliament broadcast is brought to you as a public service project of Parliamentary Network Africa. Parliamentary Network Africa is a civil society parliamentary monitoring organization operating in Ghana and across many other African countries with the intention of ensuring that parliaments are accountable, parliaments are transparent, and parliaments are involving citizens in the work that they do. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Ben. Don't go. is the People's Parliament, a live broadcast brought to you every week by Parliamentary Network Africa, the civil society parliamentary monitoring organization that ensures that parliaments across the continent are transparent, accountable, and includes their citizens in the work that goes on in Parliament. On this People's Parliament broadcast, we try to hold the Parliament of Ghana accountable, of course, as an institution that is expected to work for and on our branch of the government accountable. The big question is who watches the watchman, who ensures that these do their work. I've been on with Mr. Benjamin Tichi and Tiedu. Benjamin is a lawyer and an author with deep insight and knowledge of how Parliament works. And Ben has been helping us to unpack the issues, including the tall list of items that are on the plate of Parliament to deal with in this current parliamentary year or in this session of Parliament. We have spoken about some of the bills that government has given indication they will be bringing to Parliament. We have spoken about those ones that have been notoriously delayed, like the Affirmative Action Bill, like the Conduct of Public Officers Bill. We have spoken about some very interesting ones also that government has given indications to bring, such as the Salt Authority Bill, such as the Rent Bill, such as the Ghana Housing Authority Bill, Consumer Protection Bill, Advertising Council Bill, among others. Then we also delve into subsidiary legislation, the other forms of laws that government, Parliament usually legislation are, and how they become law when dealt with in Parliament. At the moment, there are as many as properly before Parliament. So the earlier ones are the ones that government has given indications they will bring into Parliament, but these ones, they are before Parliament. These 13 include 10 bills that were introduced by government and 3 that have been introduced by way of private members' bills. 5 of these 10 that were introduced by government are financial related, and so these are some of the bills that will have to be passed so they will operationalize the budget for 2023. But apart from these 5, the other 5 which are not related to the budget includes a National Vaccine Institute bill, which has been referred to the Health Committee. The Health Committee is currently working on it. An Armed Forces Amendment Bill, which is before the Defense and Interior Committee. A Wildlife Resource Management Bill, which is before the Lands and Forestry Commission. A Grains Development Authority Bill, which is before the Food, Agri and Cocoa Affairs Committee. And that Grains Development Authority Bill is supposed to look at the grain subsector on issues relating to rice, on issues relating to maize, and on issues relating to soya. And then, of course, we also have the Interstate Succession Bill, which has been referred to the Constitutional, Legal, and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. It is a bill that in May 2018, the life of the previous Parliament was laid, but it lapsed again. And we'll speak about this particular one because it's important, and it has been reintroduced and referred to the Constitutional, Legal, and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. The 3 private members' bills that are also before Parliament, and private members' bill, will ask our guests to explain to us what the difference is between the bills that are laid by government and those that are laid by private members, called the private members' bill. But there are 3 of them currently before Parliament. One is the Office of Special Prosecutor Amendment